you mentioned something to do with the fact that the role of this parliament is to talk. Right Honorable Speaker, outside there, the people who are following this parliament directly, because it is relayed live, and the others who got to know about this through the media, interpreted it as to mean that this house is a bunch of casual talkers akin to something like a TikTok. Maybe this one is parliamentary talk, that there is nothing serious that can come out of this house. Right Honorable Speaker, today I received one of my constituents, and it is very rare that people come to us to address us about matters happening here. They usually come for personal issues. But this one came and said that if indeed you just converge there to talk, and your talk is of no consequence, then why don't you disband the parliament and come back home? So the point of procedure I want to raise, Right Honorable Speaker, is that I believe and I trust that this was not the full import of your guidance. Wouldn't it be procedural, okay, Right Honorable Speaker, for you to clarify so that the public gets to know that this is not just a platform for a talk show, as people have interpreted your guidance? Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a very, very good point, Honorable. I think whenever clarification is needed, it needs to be done. Number one, here indeed we talk, because we can only do our work through talking. That one must be put on record. But number two, and which I was cautioning colleagues to know, where our powers, where we have powers of resolutions and conclusive decisions, it is expressly stated for in the rules and also in the laws. For example, our power to approve the budget, our power to approve government appointees, our power to make laws, our power. But where you want me to also now pronounce the House on powers to go and implement court judgments where the House wasn't party, on powers to ensure people are released from prison, and then I also put it to you and I ask honorable colleague, advise me, what do we do? Because this House, we put our heads together. It's not just throwing it at the Speaker and say, Speaker, the House can't go on. No, if it can't go on, what do we do? I close it, we go, but we have other duties. Okay? We have other duties. So what I was cautioning about is that, honorable colleagues, don't stretch the House beyond where it is supposed to stop. Let us not think what I used here, that what the House can't do is to turn a man into a woman. No. We have our limits, and whenever we've gone beyond our limits, the courts have come and said you have gone beyond your limits. So I'm only urging you, honorable colleagues, that here is your platform to raise the issues. But when you want me to close the House, for example, to say I will not call Parliament until this happens, I think I would be going beyond, because I have other work to do, and we are paid by Ugandans to come and do that work. That would be now going into demonstration, which I believe, and when it comes to fighting for the rights of our colleagues here, because, I mean, we try our level best. Like on the issue of BSJ, you requested, I sent the committee to Ruzira. The committee went, visited, and we settled that matter. Okay? But now, on the issue of a court judgment, where the aggrieved parties have other ways of addressing their concerns, but you want it sorted here, it becomes difficult for me as a presiding officer. So beyond talking, what could I do on that issue? There's nothing I can do. But there are issues where I don't stop at talking. Honorable colleagues, I don't want to go beyond that. Let's go to the next item.
Item 3 on the order paper, Statement by Minister on the ongoing voter verification exercise update.
Honourable Minister for Justice.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I make this statement in response to your directive.
Honourable Minister, did you give us copies of your statement? Because I want to know if it's uploaded. To make it easier for
my office is supposed to have emailed it.
Let's just make it very easy. Honourable Minister, since it's signed, okay, let us be handling the next item as they upload it for easy follow-up of members. It will be better that way. So give a copy to the clerk. They quickly upload. We need that copy for uploading. Yes, Honourable Samji.
Item. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yesterday, you guided that the Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs, who is also the DP President, but also a minister in the NRM government, the Honorable Norbert Mao, that he will guide us on the issue of the Supreme Court judgment. And you said that he will be here. I am happy he's here. Mr. Speaker, I didn't see this matter on the order paper. I am only asking you to guide us on whether you will be calling him to explain what you promised yesterday to the House.
Yes, I talked to the minister. I guided him that he would just give us an update as he concluded this statement. But Honourable Minister, if you can give us an update, because his was not for guiding the House, but an update on implementation of the court orders. Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'll not respond to the preamble of the Honorable Semuju because it is irrelevant. What the Supreme Court did is what linesmen do in a game of soccer. They simply raised the flag and said, you have crossed the line. Yes. The courts do not make the laws. It is not the courts that made the Constitution. Neither is it the courts that enacted the UPDF Act. So, if the court says the UPDF Act collides with the Constitution, that means we have homework to do. And the government is committed to doing that homework, to do will alignment. They have simply said the wheels are facing in different directions. So, that is in general terms. So the media drama about the courts and so on, this is not the first time the court has thrown out laws. The Police Act, many provisions were thrown out. So,
please, honourable colleagues, the minister is holding the floor. Honourable Minister, you're holding the floor. I'll give you chances to respond to him.
Mr. Speaker, sir, you said earlier that we come here to talk, and I'm doing exactly that. Is there anything offensive that I've said? I've simply said that the government has a duty to respect the decision of the court. It's as simple as that. If the linesman raises the flag, it's the duty of the referee to blow the whistle to acknowledge. These days you even have VAR. So all the drama is actually unnecessary. We stand by the Constitution, which says whenever there's a dispute about the interpretation of any law, the courts have the final word. That is obvious. Now, concerning implementation, I'm a lawyer, and all of you lawyers know that courts don't go to implement their own decisions. I do not know whether an order was extracted by the lawyers in these cases to take the next step. Because when those orders are then served on the people, whether on the government and so on, then you move the agencies. Even if the court has made the order, there are procedures that have got to be taken. The reason the government takes anybody to court is because the prosecution believes that they have enough evidence. Therefore, it will be up to them to now do the measures to transfer the cases to the civilian courts. And those are in the hands of the appropriate authorities, namely the DPP, and it is not in the hands of the prison authorities. The prison authorities are only holding the suspects. So, leave this to those who have been directed. I can only confirm that those who are supposed to do that work are doing it. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Sewungu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My former president of the Democratic Party, and now in the NRM side, there is a saying in Uganda, and he's a very good orator in Uganda, Honorable Mao, that some people, you go into a boat, and you use that boat to sail through, to go through the water. But after getting out of the water, you say, this is a boat, a charter. So we have been struggling with Honorable Mao under this regime on bad governance. Coming before this parliament, and you talk about what is happening after the Supreme Court judgment, that's media drama. That is unprecedented. And that's an attack even on the media, where you are always entertained in BS and everywhere. The issues we are raising here, it's not about media drama. They are legal issues. You helped me become a lawyer because I was with you. That's why you got interested to study law. Here you are, people are in prison. Under which legal regime are they there after the Supreme Court judgment? Here, and then you are telling this house that we are having a media drama as you are facing me. Someone who was arrested one time from DP headquarters at the City House. We came and fought. You were kept in the Nakasongola for 3 weeks. Now you are out of the boat. You are calling it a charter, literally. Are you fair to this house? Inform this house under which legal regime is Kanovesije, the NOP, and all those people who are in prison, and the Karachunas, after the Supreme Court judgment. What is your role on these judges as the Minister of Justice and Constitutional Affairs? We don't want to bring facts.
Thank you.
So kindly, hit the pass. Hit the pass. Because today is me, today is you.
Now, honorable colleagues, you